Hello everybody and welcome back yet again to another drum playthrough review. Thanks all for tuning in and stopping by. Great to have you all here. For everyone who's brand new, hi and welcome. My name is Nick. I'm a drummer and a multi-instrumentalist, and we do videos like these so that way we can learn from drummers who are much better than we are, analyze their technique and break that down into an easy to understand form, and use that to make ourselves better musicians. And today we're reviewing a man who has studied the physiology of drumming as well as also the biology of humans and how it relates to drumming, and has taken it to an expert level. I personally would consider him a doctor of drumming because the dude is an absolute monster as far as teaching people things on the drums. I've taken lessons from him before, and this man is a true legend. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Eugene Ryabchenko, the drummer for Fleshgod Apocalypse. I did one review on him a long time ago, and it's been a little bit of time since I've come back and watched a video of his. So we're going to be taking a look at a playthrough that he did live with Fleshgod Apocalypse. I believe the song is called Sugar, which is definitely one of their more popular songs, and it's very quick. So we're going to be taking a look at this today and seeing what this man has to show us for technique, because I think honestly there's going to be a lot of interesting stuff to learn here. The dude's an absolute legend and he's absolutely fast as crap, so I think we're going to be able to learn some pretty cool things today. Before we start though, I check my YouTube analytics as any good creator should, and only about 0.7% of you guys are actually subscribed to the channel. What are you guys doing with your lives? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. We do a lot of fun stuff and a lot of videos just like this on here. We're going to have a lot more fun content coming your way, so stick around. It's going to be a fun journey. All right, well, without further ado, ladies and gents, let's jump right in. Let's take a look and see what he's got to show us. This is Sugar from Fleshgod Apocalypse. He got his cool intro here, too. Oh, they got a stormtrooper in the crowd, guys. So first off, we're already starting off at a pretty quick tempo. A couple things that you notice too with Eugene, if you look at him, his snare is angled away from him. Very fast fingers as well. He's going to be using a lot of French grip in this video. French grip and wrist technique. He's very good at making it look like he's hitting harder than he actually is, which is really crazy. He's going to be using a lot of different techniques on his feet too. He's going to be using swivel, he's going to be using single strokes and ankle technique, and he's also going to be using double strokes, I'm sure. I've also played his pedals before, and they're freaking smoothish. Ooh, they're amazing. Yeah, he's an excellent drummer. I mean, just looking to how he's playing right now, he's very loose. He's not too tense. He's not expending too much power when he's playing. He's keeping everything really nice and even. Single foot blasting. And for that, he's using full leg motion. And wrist motion. Mainly because for him, when he's using wrist motion, he's using it because it's a lower speed in the song. And for him also, he has his snare angled away from him so that way he can get a better rim shots. Easier. And then he's just got his kicks triggered out. And I love his showmanship too. So this is on the 70,000 Tons of Metal tour. Yeah, that's such a cool fill there. It really is. So yeah, look at this man's technique, man. He's keeping it really nice and slow as far as his, you know, his wrist motion is concerned. He's keeping it really nice and loose because he can go way faster than this, obviously. Because it's a slower section, he's using more wrist technique. He doesn't have to worry about putting a whole crap ton of power into it because as long as you keep the microphones pretty high up, you can actually keep pretty even power all across. And it'll sound perfectly fine on the monitors and all that. Oh yeah. And I'm just going to pause it real quick here so that way you can see all of his links and all that. Obviously, go follow him on all his social media. Check out his lessons as well that he has available online. The dude's an absolute legend. And with all that being said, y'all, we're going to jump into the review. So let's take a look and deep dive. All right, well, Eugene Ryabchenko. What a legend. One of my personal inspirations, I will say as well, because I've watched this dude for a long, long time as far as drumming is concerned. And I've learned a lot from this guy, especially a lot regarding technique, regarding how technique is done, regarding energy conservation, or even just like the balance there is between stamina, speed, and power and all that stuff. The dude's an absolute goat, and I think he's absolutely fantastic. Now, let's talk about what he's doing in that video. You'll notice in that video, he's going to be using a lot of just regular old, you know, single strokes as far as his feet are concerned. A lot of just ankle motion, and then depending on the speed and depending on what he's doing, sometimes full leg motion. And you'll notice how he has different techniques for different things. Well, that's because certain techniques are going to be better at certain speeds. So for example, ankle motion is going to be way better suited when you're playing faster subdivisions and notes and all that. So like say for example, that song, somewhere around, I'll say like 220 BPM or so, maybe a little bit faster or slower, somewhere around there, I'm guessing. I don't know. 100%. But when he's playing 16th notes, he's obviously going to want to switch and start using some ankle motion instead, because that's going to be using faster twitch muscles, getting a little bit quicker of a response. Whereas when it comes to something a little bit slower, like if he's playing 8th notes or quarter notes or anything like that, full leg motion all the way. And that is because when you have to switch to a larger muscle group, it's slower. And so therefore it's going to be a little bit more suited to a slower subdivision. He mirrors this same thing with his hands as well. You'll notice when he's going fast in the intro parts, he's using a lot of finger technique and all that, and he's isolating out his wrist so that way he can only use his fingers for that twitch response, commonly using the technique known as French grip. And then later on in the song, when he's playing other stuff, he's using more full arm motion, depending on the subdivisions, or even just regular old wrist technique. And I think honestly, this is a fantastic video to demonstrate just how diversified his playing is, because with each different speed and each different subdivision that changes, he has a different technique that suits that, and that's what contributes to the longevity of his playing. So how can this benefit you by learning all these? Well, for one, learning a multitude of techniques not only is good for your drumming health and all that stuff, but it also allows you to be able to come up with more creative drum lines and not stay stuck in one idea. But not only that, it's good for the longevity aspect of things as well. Because if I have multiple different types of techniques available at my disposal at any time, that's going to be very beneficial to me, because in case I can't perform one particular technique or that's not getting the right sound that I want, I can always try another that I've got in my arsenal. So definitely invest in some different techniques and all that, and trying to learn different techniques. It can be very beneficial for you. And with all that being said, y'all, that's the end of this playthrough review. So great job, Eugene. If you want to check out his videos, he's got his channel linked right down below in the description. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and all that other good stuff, and check out the other videos I got on my channel very similar to this. And with all that being said, y'all, that's the end of this one. So cheers, have a great rest of your night, and God bless.